What's up, everybody? Well, I got another Steam Deck OLED and LCD gameplay video for you guys today. And today we are checking out a game called Liminal Death. Yep, I'm still on that Liminal binge. I got way more games than I thought for that 35 bucks. But I've been enjoying almost all of them besides one that seems to be a little wonky. And at least on the computer I'm gonna play it on, it wasn't wonky, so we're at least good there. So, this is another one that just says, hey, we have no clue how it's going to run on the Steam Deck, so I'm willing to bet this is probably going to be one of those, hey, 12 FPS, default settings, maybe we can hit 30 FPS if we're lucky on having on low. But hey, I'd love to be wrong. So hey, let's go hook up the LCD to the capture reader and let's go get started and find out.
So, we'll try the high settings first. Now, unfortunately, they fake me out. Makes me think it's going to be okay until we get to where we're actually supposed to be playing in the actual labyrinth. Then it kind of goes under 30 and does the usual thing I would be expecting, but at least not down to like 12 FPS or anything crazy like that. So it still might be playable with some. Either way, let's go get some gameplay.
I don't have kids, and my husband is paralyzed. In other words, I am my husband's slave. Better prepare the food before he wakes up. I am missing one ingredient. I need to grab cabbage from the field.
So, now we're going to drop it down to low, which does a lot better. It still can't hit 60 all the time, but I at least think we stay over 30. But hey, there's only one way to find out. Let's go hop in and see. I might have just accidentally, missed it. Maybe it did drop under 30. But hey, let's go find out. So, we're gonna do high, even though it wasn't the greatest, it wasn't so bad that I figured I'd leave it out. But in any case, why don't we now hop back on into the game, and we'll just see what's what.
My name is Hana. I don't have kids, and my husband is paralyzed. In other words, I am my husband's slave. I need to check on my husband. Better prepare the food before he wakes up. I am missing one ingredient. I need to grab cabbage from the field.
So now for the low on the OLED here, which at least stays over 30, I think. Not 60 though, unfortunately. I would have loved it to just be a constant 60, but no. And I tried turning those off, but it didn't really want to work at first. But then I figured out why, and then I tried it later, and it still didn't really actually matter much. At least on the Steam Decks. I should have tried it on other stuff too, but I just kind of took what happened on the Steam Deck and said, I guess that just doesn't really matter much.
let's get ourselves a little camera recorded gameplay. And I was wrong. It almost got 30 FPS on high. Until we got to this area, I thought it was like, oh man, we're gonna get 30, 40 FPS on high, cool. But once we got here, it did drop like instantly under 30. But if all you want's like 60 or like just over 30, you could probably mix some high and medium settings in here. Me, I just play like this. I mean, on such a small screen, that C-Log can't still hit 60 everywhere, I figured. That's okay. A game like this where you just walk around, I don't really need a shit ton of FPS. And I thought it was just going to be a failure, where these settings would get like barely 30 FPS. So I was very wrong. But now I gotta figure out my way out of here. Although, judging by what I saw in the beginning, I think she's dead and there ain't no getting out. She's like stuck in limbo or some shit. Alright, is this the way I just came from? No, I came from that way, didn't I? Well, I don't know. I guess we'll find out. Man, pretty much all the people that make these do a pretty good job at ambiance. All of them feel pretty damn creepy. This one especially. I feel like some fucking, like, a demon is just gonna, like, appear. Well. What the fuck was that? You guys all saw that, right? There was a fucking head being, like, dragged. Alright, now we got a choice. 3 choices. Maybe even 4. Go back that way if there's a way. Go over there. Go there. Or go here. I'm going to just keep going straight. Because half of them probably all lead this way. Okay, so that way would have just been a corner. That way leads nowhere. So there weren't really many options at all. There was only ever really one way to go here. They'll get you like that. Oh, you bastards. But this is the only way to go. That I saw. Maybe there's another little hole or something to crawl through. Let's keep looking. Alright, am I missing anything? This just loops around. Wait a minute. Alright, just making sure. This is just a little room. Oh, wait. No, that's where I came in. Dirt. Whatever. Oh, no, it's not. Because when I came through, it was a huge tunnel system. Hey, I found some stairs. You son of a bitch. So that must have been what we saw being dragged earlier. One of these is going to try to grab me, I just know it. Oh, good water. Alright though, I think it's about time to move on over to the OLED. Well alright, let's get a little camera quick gameplay on the OLED now. Now I could have sworn there was a little offshoot that I found in this area last time. Because I remember going, oh man, you bastards, I can't go through the door. And again, you probably could get like closer to 60 if you just turn off the lumen. If you can figure out how. It wouldn't let me turn it off, like the VSync. I tried clicking on it. Although, truth be told, I tried doing this. Sometimes you have to do this in that game. Actually, that's how you open doors. I tried just clicking on them like that, and it didn't work at first. So I hooked up a keyboard and mouse, and then clicked, and I was like, oh, maybe that's how you do it. So then I did that, and bam. Alright, we're on the right track now. I remember going through a hole. Oh wait, maybe this was it. Yeah, I remember this now. This is the part I thought I was at last time. So now we gotta find that little hole. Because we know we don't go through the hole in the floor I came in. I swear it was like a little thing like off in the side of a corner or something. Alright, just making sure. Sometimes I get all turned around here. Where was that spot? I know I got through this before. I just gotta figure out where that one spot is, that's all. And that's where I came in. I don't think I leave that way. Did I just give up and leave? Could have sworn there was a freaking place to go here. Let's just think about this slowly, because I don't want to start Did I find it? Yes. Because I went through a much longer one of those before. I probably walked up to that, oh no, that's the way it came in, probably 3 or 4 times. That's probably what happened. Oh yeah, real sure. Let's see if that was the problem. Yeah, see on the other one, yeah, I can do that. Alright, let's see. Let's see if it... There we go, yeah. That's all I had to do. Now I feel stupid. Let's do that real quick just to see if it actually helps at all or what. Or if you're better off just leaving it on. It doesn't give you constant 60, no. It doesn't really seem to help that much, honestly. Did it? Let's put it back on for a second real quick. See, it's fun to do shit like this every once in a while, too. Alright, now what if we put it back? Did it actually help us, or am I just being stupid here? No, not really. Maybe an FPS, but it looks pretty similar to me. Did I just get turned around? Yes, because I came down the stairs. Thank God for that, or I'd have started walking around the freaking way I already came from again. Alright though, I think that's probably good. Why don't we wrap this video on up? Well, alright guys, that's a wrap for Liminal Death, and it actually is very playable. Now, if you just leave it on the stock default high settings, it definitely falls under 30. So you'd have to be okay with dropping under 30 FPS, which most people aren't, but there's a lot of people that don't give a shit. So I still wanted to get a little bit of footage there. The only time I'm not gonna bother with that is if we're getting like the teens or something like that. It's just not happening. I don't think anybody wants to play games in the teens. In the mid 20s to 30, I could see a couple people being able to just power through, but teens, no way. Anyway, I would say that is about good for this video. And now we can go and see how it does on the allies and everything else. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video, because I sure as hell enjoyed making it for you guys. And until the next video, peace out, guys.